Hello, this is for the extra credit uh, Geography 200 discussion board week 2. So, this is talking between the difference between NAFTA and USMCA. So, I want to start. NAFTA is an older idea. It's pushing 30 at this day and age currently. Uh, and NAFTA really talks about agricultural means and labor means are the two big things I would like to talk about. For agricultural, it means there's no tariff, there's no taxes. If there's a product of Mexico or product of Canada, it can come to America with no additional fees added on top of it. If we talk about tariffs, and I feel we talked mainly about President Trump, as I apologize, I don't know specifics, but there was tariffs in imports, was something he implemented, which raised the price of certain things while focusing on America first was his policy. We were not going to get too far into that though. Though this allowed for certain things, corn to be grown in Mexico or America, or potatoes in America, or a big thing I have seen in my various different works is Canadian tomatoes are a very common thing to have. And then the other thing is labor. Talking about labor, this is if somebody lives in Texas and they have a job in Mexico, they can easily go through, pass the border without a various rigmarole. This is very reminiscent of Checkpoint Charlie in Berlin during the Cold War, as people would work on the western side and go to the eastern side to live, vice versa. It's a means of a checkpoint to keep the country separate, but keeping good relations. While going over to USMCA, this talks more about auto means, industrial means. I am using Wikipedia for all my sources. I do want to put that out there. And then another big one is use of not industrial medicine, pharmaceuticals. If there's a hospital in Mexico, you can use American insurance, vice versa, to help pay with that. Automotive industry is a big thing. They're very similar in ways, while they keep things separately. It's easier in government and things like this to keep things separate, keep them smaller in order to make them work more efficiently. For example, a smaller business might work better than a large corporation because you're not focused on so many things. A McDonald's might be focused on numbers and speed, while a local business or restaurant might be focused on just getting the food done, getting it out. And doesn't matter on the certain times. The sooner the better, but under X amount of times isn't the goal. The next question for this is, could North America Union be a reality? I just think it could be there as a possibility governmentally. By this, I mean the governments of America, Canada, and Mexico all could unite and become a singular government to help. While I think the people are too divided, there's a lot of racism in America and a lot of racism in Mexico against each other. As in my own experience, I've talked to many people from Mexico in just jobs that I've had, and they say that they really do hate Americans and think we're vile. And a lot of Americans, we know how we act sometimes. I feel like you couldn't do this with the people. The people would not agree with it. There'd be too much difference between everything. Although I do think a merger of cultures would be nice. It could help a lot of that tension go away. I don't realistically see this happen anytime soon. I'm not sure what else I should add. 1994 regulated economy between Canada, America, Mexico was instigated. That's NAFTA, and USMCA replaced NAFTA, but the three nations are still economically bound to another. I feel NAFTA was the better idea, just due to it gave more leniency to each country. Wrapping up, I feel the biggest thing to take away from this in particular Honestly, I'm not sure even what to say. If I had to make one point really to say, is that we are all neighbors and we need to work together. And something I mentioned in discussion boards is promoting a good community and being healthy towards your other neighbors is more important than trying to do good for a government. And so I feel if we were to do this, it'll be hard, while the people should work together to help each other and not the governments.